to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Ingram. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So LSU's offense will get the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Paul.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle, it's Daniels. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Still on his feet at the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. After that completion, moved the chains, now first down. He wants to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly to the tight end. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Aggies are flying down the field. Now from inside the red zone. He wants it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. to throw. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. First down here for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. The short hands, it's Calhoun. Afterburner's coming. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. He's going to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Now on second down after the good first down run. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding, all right? This offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They'll try the right side. At the 45 on his way. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. A&M comes back out with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. That's caught. It's Calhoun. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line. they're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The offense set for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass is intercepted. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Aggies. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Hold and fired complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give is to Williams. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to get to him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacey. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They have victory since the last time these two got together, Pollock.
Nah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
And he breaks into the open. The 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Gonna run it. It's Owens. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quarterback adapting. Looking for the score. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to him because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically.
Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a 2-point conversion there. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Durham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. He finds his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in, they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Looking for a huge play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Hey, man, they've got a big lead on offense, and they are still taking shots. They are challenging this secondary deep down the field. They barely missed that one.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're bringing heat. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. 1st down here for the offense. From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Buying some time as he moves left. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able.
Looking for a deep man. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. That's the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. From the gun, the ground game. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
2nd down coming up.
Here we go. They'll go right back to him. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Running with power. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff to the single running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Touchdown LSU! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Wegman. The throw. Fires to the tight end. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Buys a little extra time. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards.
Nothing but green ahead. The 50, the 40, the 20. Touchdown LSU. And once he got loose, it was all over. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boot this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
They were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Greg.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. When they wanted a touchdown last time, this drive, they can go make it happen.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Green. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes a connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Collins. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
Returner is tackled out at the 43. And your Texas A&M Aggies.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking for space to the left. Quarterback gets the first down and more. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Makes his man miss. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll run the counter. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. Coming out with it, it's Ingram. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Hilton. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It's a fake he wants to throw. Looking downfield. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Got a man in the middle. Tackle is made after the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Collins. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. It's good.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate. Well, he missed that kick. I don't know how many people in the stadium are surprised by that. Not a lot of coaches opting to kick field goals of 70+.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. One more play to pad the stats. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every